All right, this week in sports, it was a disappointing cold start to the playoffs for the Blazers. New Orleans came to town over the weekend. It was Saturday night, took game one by a final score of 97-95. The Blazers' top stars simply struggled to get buckets. There's only been one time since 2001 that the Blazers have won a first-round playoff series after losing game one. Now, they've been to the playoffs 11 times since 2001, and 9 of those series have started with a loss. McCollum and also Damian Lillard saying shots just weren't falling, and they don't believe Game 1's performance will affect Game 2.
I had some wide open threes in the first quarter, especially. I got to knock those down early to kind of give us that momentum, but you know, you got to move forward, you know, figure out ways to help the team. You know, it's unfortunate you never want to drop a game at home, but, you know, it's the first of 4.
Our job is to defend the home court, so it's one game at a time. You know, we can't let tonight's loss go into the next game, and we got to, you know, tighten up, come back sharper, and take care of the home floor next game.
Put that in the Captain Obvious department. All right, they'll run it. They'll have game 2 Tuesday night at the Moda Center. It is a 7-game series, so obviously the first team to win 4, and there you're looking at the schedule of all 7 games.
The Portland Thorns opened their home season over the weekend by unveiling their second championship banner. Thorns welcoming the Orlando Pride to Providence Park. The Pride scored first, but the Thorns roared back. They have never lost a home opener going back to 2013.
Wow.
And the Portland Timbers are now unbeaten in their last 15 home openers after chalking up a 3-2 win against Minnesota United on Saturday. It was Portland's first win of the season and first under their new head coach. 3 out of their next 4 matches are at home, including their next match next Sunday against New York City FC.
Okay, if you didn't watch the news over the weekend, there is a huge story, sports story that's kind of making news. What about Major League Baseball
Play ball.
Portland? Yeah, it's becoming one step closer to reality because an MLB investment group has been having kind of closed-door talks with Mayor Ted Wheeler to look at 3 sites in and around the Portland area for a possible stadium. So this is all being broken by KGW sports analyst John Canzano of the Oregonian. He has a couple sources that have been confirming this news. What do you say about it?
I mean, John, I think, says that's the thing is we've never had a group take it as far as this particular group is taking it. I mean, would you love baseball? Yes. I mean, there's a lot of things that have to fall into place.
And there's some details. KGW's Tim Gordon did the story this weekend. Check it out.
Freedom to come forward. Still Elvis Paul! We've got our teams that make Portland a major league city. But Major League Baseball has eluded us. That could be changing, according to Canzano. He says the MLB ownership group here met with city officials just last week talking locations.
I am hearing per a source that they are looking at 2 locations in the Portland area that have Portland addresses. There is a 3rd location that I'm told is outside the Portland city limits. This is a big deal. I mean, it's not just talk anymore.
On a damp evening in April, we found some interest, if not strong.
Sure, why not? I mean, I think I can tell that most people would say no. I would say, why not? We need it, maybe.
I mean, I would definitely support them, go to the games. Yeah, support all the teams from Portland.
The biggest fan we found says he fell in love with baseball in 1962, and he'd love to see more than the Hops here. But he's not sure if Portland is ready.
It sounds terrible, but you have to have a pre-existing community commitment. That's what I don't see in Portland.
Canzano says the MLB is looking to build teams around smaller ballparks, say 35,000 seats, and that is doable here.
So we have a young, viable, growing city at a time in which Major League Baseball is looking for young, viable, growing cities. I think that's what's different with this bid.
Okay, so John says expect an announcement from this local ownership group about whatever their next step forward is this week.
Well, if it happens, I want to get to the World Series quickly. I want to do it quickly.
We're right.